So guys, when it comes to starting some sort of a side hustle and being able to put yourself in a position of earning an extra source of income, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to be able to watch this video and instantly start doing it. But the purpose for videos just like this, especially on my channel, is to educate you on what works, what doesn't work, so that you can inform yourself so that you can make the best decisions possible. And in today's video, what I want to do is show you what I've personally been doing when it comes to using various different AI tools, including DeepSeek, when it comes to helping me earn an extra income source. I'm going to take you through all of the steps that I've taken so that you know exactly what goes into it. So essentially, the way that I use DeepSeek is to give me the foundation of being able to set up a side hustle where I'm basically going to be selling digital products. And one of the first steps that you need to take is to make a decision on what type of digital product you want to sell. There's so many different ones out there, but if you want a little bit of clarity when it comes to making the best decision, you can use this digital product quiz. I made this myself and it's going to take you through a series of different questions, probably 5 different questions. And I've shown this on my channel quite recently, but there's been some adjustments to it. So I'm just going to walk you through the 5 questions and how you can use it in combination with DeepSeek as well as some other AI tools. So let's go through the first question, which is what type of digital product are you most interested in creating? The good thing about digital products is that if you pick one and you try and sell it, you don't really like it, you can always switch over to another one because you're not buying inventory, you're not really spending too much money when it comes to building it. So this is definitely a pro when it comes to selling a digital product. But the one that I'm going to use in today's video is going to be spreadsheets. I know spreadsheets might sound a little bit boring, but stick with me because by the end of this video, everything is going to make sense. So I'm just going to click on spreadsheet just like that. I'm going to click on next. For question 2, it's going to say, what type of niche do you have knowledge in? So whatever type of digital product that you're considering to sell, you want to make sure that you center it around something that you're passionate about, something that you've got knowledge in as well. This is going to make things so much more easier by the time that you start selling it because you're going to be able to communicate with your customers a little bit better. So the one that I'm going to pick in this video is going to be finance and budgeting. So I'm just going to select this because, this is something that I'm really passionate about. It's something that I've been studying for many years. Then I'm going to click on next. How do you want to sell your digital product? So you've got the option of using something like Gumroad. You can use Etsy, Teachable. In this case, I'm going to use my own website and there's a reason for this and I'm going to explain it as we go along. Question 4 is how much time can you dedicate towards this per week? I'm going to say between 4 to 7 hours. And finally, how do you plan to promote it? So my recommendation is to try and use all of them. You don't have to use paid ads if you don't want, but it's always good to have multiple different traffic sources. Now, the one that I'm going to use in this video is going to be a mixture of blog articles and Instagram/TikTok reels. So I'm just going to click on submit. It should then come back with all of this information. Don't worry, you don't need to read any of it. You could just copy it just like this and then go over to DeepSeek. Once you're on here, all you got to do is just click on start now. It's going to take you over to this page. You're just going to paste everything in there just like that. Ensure that you've clicked on Deep Think R1 because it's going to give you a more analyzed, more critical answer. And then from there, all you got to do is click on enter. All right, perfect. So as you guys can see, it's already started analyzing my input and it's now going to give me a custom step-by-step checklist. So I'm going to come back in a moment once it's finished. Okay, perfect. So here we go. It's now giving me all of the information I need in terms of the core product that I'm going to be selling, target audience, the USP, pricing, platform, just everything that goes into doing this in detail. And because I already know that I'm going to be selling spreadsheets, what I'm going to do now is just start the process of building my website so that I've got somewhere to sell it once I've built the spreadsheet using AI, which of course I'm going to show you how to do. So if I just copy this text over here, as you can see, website builder for Hostinger, this is going to get my platform up and running in a smooth and easy way. As you may already know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, I use Hostinger every single time that I'm looking to get a website built. I find it really easy to use. Of course, there's going to be some work that goes into it, and I'm going to show you that right now. But the package that I like to use is the Business Website Builder. These are all of the different features. These are all of the different AI tools that are available. The AI Website Builder, of course, AI Image Generator, Blog Generator, SEO tools. The list goes on and on. So what I'm going to do is just click on Choose Plan. It is important to note that when you get to this point of deciding on how long you want the website for, the longer period that you select, the bigger discount that you're going to get. In this case, with the 48-month plan, I'm going to be able to get 3 months for free. But of course, it's completely down to you, whichever one that you decide to go with, either 1 month, 12 months, or 24 months. So I'm just going to click on continue. It's now taking me to this page where returning viewers will know how simplistic it is, because all you got to do is enter the brand name and a short description, and Hostinger is going to be able to take care of the rest when it comes to getting the website built. So this is where DeepSeek is going to come into play, because I'm just going to go back over to it, and it's going to be with this description that I'm just going to paste in here. And for the brand name for this website that's going to be selling digital spreadsheets, I'm just going to go back over to DeepSeek and see which names it came back with. Okay, so these are the different domain and brand names that are available. I'm going to go with Budget Brain because I'm going to be selling budget type spreadsheets. I'm just going to copy it like this. I'm going to go back over to Hostinger, paste it in there just like that. Okay, perfect. So the website has now been built. Hostinger is asking me if I want to boost sales by collecting product reviews. Of course I do. So I'm just going to select it just like this and turn on product reviews. From there, I'm just going to click on edit website. And it's going to be from here where I'm going to be able to go through the website, make any adjustments to it. You know, if there's anything I want to change, I'm going to be able to do that. If I want to preview it, I can just select this button and see what it looks like on a mobile phone. That's the good thing about Hostinger, is that they optimize it for both desktop and mobile phone, which makes your job a little bit more easier. But this is basically the website right here. This is where all of the different spreadsheets are going to be listed. But I'm going to come back to this in a moment, and I just want to quickly show you what I would personally do when it comes to making a digital product, specifically a spreadsheet using artificial intelligence. So the tool that I use when it comes to making spreadsheets is this one over here called Julius.ai. This is what the interface looks like, and the way that this works is that all you got to do is just enter a prompt telling it what type of spreadsheet you want it to make, and it's going to be able to do it probably within a few minutes or so. So I'm just going to go back over to DeepSeek, and I'm going to see if they've put the prompt for Julius.ai. Yep, right here, as you can see, there is a prompt. So I'm just going to copy it like this. I'm going to tell it that I want it to do it for Excel instead of Google Sheets, and you know, this is all of the information. I would say read through it. You know, if there's anything you want to add, if there's anything that you want to be included in your spreadsheet, it's going to be in this section where you're going to mention it. Don't worry, you can make adjustments and tell it to revise things after it's made the spreadsheet. But I'm just going to leave it like this for now, and I'm going to click on enter. And right there, as you can see, once again, this AI tool has already gone straight to work to start the process of building out this digital product. And if I just scroll down slightly, it should be done already. And right here, we can see there is a link for me to view it. So I'm just going to click on this link and open it up. And there we go, guys. This is the AI built spreadsheet that I'm going to be able to sell. You know, I've been selling spreadsheets for many, many years, and I can tell you that this is one with high quality because it's got formulas, it's got pie charts, line charts, it's got a full breakdown of all of these different months. Anyone that's looking to track their budgeting, their spending, their expenses, if they buy the spreadsheet, it's definitely going to add value to their life. And I want to quickly show you how the spreadsheet works, just so that you understand the power of using AI when it comes to making various different types of digital products. So if I just come over to January, I'm going to leave the date, doesn't matter. I'm going to select a category over here. Let's put rent. And I'm going to say that my rent is, let's say, $2,000. So right there, we can see the total is $2,000. So what I'm going to do is go back over to the summary. We can see that the pie chart has now updated. If I go over to February, I'm just going to put utilities. In this case, I'm going to say utilities was around $300. If I go back over to the pie chart, again, you could see that it's now updated. In addition to that, this breakdown over here is also updating as well. So I'm sure that you get the point as to how you can build a spreadsheet with the help of tools like DeepSeek as well as other ones like Julius. And for those of you that are wondering, but Sam, is it even possible to sell a spreadsheet? Are people selling it? Are people buying it? Well, if we just go over to Google Shopping, I've just typed in budget spreadsheet right there, and there's all of these different websites. There's all of these different platforms that are selling spreadsheets because it's definitely a popular thing that people are searching for and people want to buy. But the main thing that I want to show you right now is that once you've built your spreadsheet and you want to list it for sale on your hosting a website, I'm just going to give you the basics just so that you've got a general idea of what goes into it. So I'm just going to go back over to the back end of my Hostinger account. So literally all you got to do when it comes to listing a product is come over here to manage store, and it's going to be over here where you can now add a product. So if I just click on add product, it's going to take you through a series of different questions. When it comes to the title, description, you're going to have to insert it into it. Of course, first and foremost, you need to select that it's a digital product, but this is the page that you're going to insert all of the information for whatever product that you're looking to sell. But this now brings me on to a very important question that I'm sure that most of you have, or you're probably thinking right now, which is, Sam, everything you've shown us is great. You know, I know how to build a website. I now know how to build a digital product, but how exactly are we going to get potential customers to be aware of our website and the products that we're selling? This is definitely a good question to ask, and I would say that it all comes down to using the different methods that you have at your disposal. And what that means is it depends on your budget. It also depends on what you inserted into the quiz. If you remember, what I selected was short form videos as well as blog articles. Blog articles is great because you're able to use AI within Hostinger when it comes to making the article so that you can give yourself the chance of being ranked in Google when people are searching for a particular topic. Using Hostinger is not difficult. If you just come over here to the left-hand side and click on AI tools, from here, you just got to click on AI blog generator. And Hostinger is basically going to ask you, what's the tone of the article? Do you want it to be formal, neutral, casual? I'm going to select casual. Length of content. I always recommend to do 1,500 to 2,000 words. So I'm going to select that in this case. And then all you got to do is just enter a description of the blog post. So what you can do is just go back over to DeepSeek, and within the business plan or the side hustle plan, there should be a section where it's going to give you all of these different SEO blog title ideas. So the one that I'm going to pick is going to be this one over here. So I'm just going to copy the title just like this, go back over to Hostinger, paste it in there just like that. And then I'm going to click on create content. And literally just like that, within 1 minute or so, it's now come back with this fully structured, detailed article with all of the headings, all of the information and just everything that's necessary when it comes to the keywords for it to be able to get pushed out to as many people as possible. It goes without saying that you are going to need to be consistent when it comes to using Hostinger to create all of these different articles. You're not just going to be able to write one and then see, tens of thousands of people coming onto your website. It's going to be a consistent effort. If you could do it every single day, that's going to be the best option. But posting blog articles isn't the only way that you can get people onto your website. What you can also use, as I said before, is short form content. And the way that I like to generate AI videos is with this tool over here called InVideo AI. If you haven't seen this by now, you're definitely missing out. All you got to do is come over here, click on AI sign up, and you're going to be able to create an account without paying anything, which is good because it allows you to test it out and see if it's something that you want to continue using. So I'm just going to log into my account. And this is what the interface is going to look like. All you got to do, just like with the other AI tools that we've spoken about, is enter some information so that it knows what type of videos you want to make. And I do need to say that it's very important for you to make a profile and account with TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, whichever one that you're thinking about using, that relate to the exact same niche of the website and the products that you're selling. So I'm just going to go back over to DeepSeek and I'm going to see if they've got a section where all of the different prompts are. So let me just scroll up. Okay, great. So I've got all of these different ideas for all of these different short form videos. I'm going to pick one at random. Let's pick this one over here. I'm just going to copy it just like that. I'm going to go back over to InVideo. I'm going to say that I want to create a short form video that's fast paced. I'm going to paste it in there just like that. Then what I'm going to do is tell it that I want to use a specific voice. I'm going to select an American voice. I'm also going to select that I want to use a female voice in this case as well. And from there, I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm going to click on continue and then I'm going to click on generate a video. Okay, so there we go. I've now got this short form video that I'm going to be able to repurpose on multiple different platforms. And I do need to say before I continue that if you did want to make any changes to it, you're going to be able to come over here to this prompt bar and type in, remove music, change this, change that, add this, you've got complete flexibility. And if you also wanted to remove the watermarks, you just come over here to downloads. You're going to have to upgrade the account, but it's going to be over here when you export the video that you can do it with no watermarks and no branding, and also in the highest quality. But enough of the talking now. I'm just going to quickly play this 35-second video just so that you can see the potential of what you're going to be able to do with whatever type of digital product you're trying to promote in whatever niche you're trying to do it. So I'm just going to click on play and I'll be back in a moment.
Stop thinking budgeting means no fun. Here's the truth. Myth 1. Budgeting means no more treats. False. Budgeting just means planning for the treats you love. Myth 2. Only people with lots of money need budgets. Wrong. Everyone, from students to retirees, can benefit from a budget. Myth 3. Budgeting is too time-consuming. Not true. With apps and templates, you can set up a budget in minutes. There you go. Don't let these myths stop you from taking charge of your money. Happy budgeting.
So that's basically it, guys. I'm sure that you're blown away by that video and just generally everything that we've spoken about today, being able to use DeepSeek when it comes to setting up a side hustle, everything that goes into it, and just all of these different possibilities and opportunities that we have when it comes to using a simple laptop. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything from it, you've got any sort of value from it as well, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you wanted to watch a recent YouTube video that I made where I explained some other ways that you can use artificial intelligence when it comes to helping you with a side hustle, ways that not a lot of people are talking about, I'm going to leave that video right there. Be sure to watch that straight after this because that video has helped out so many people and I'm sure that it can help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.